Are you new to the planning community and looking for some inspiration? Or maybe you've been part of it for a while and are looking to switch things up a bit. Either way, you are in the right place, because in today's video, we're going to be looking at 7 creative ways to personalize your functional planner and make it truly your own. Hey there, planner friend. I'm Chloe and I'm the owner behind Keshinomi. I'm also the creator behind this channel, Planning with Chloe. Welcome to my little studio. As I said in the intro, we're going to be looking at 7 creative ways to personalize your functional planner. And these are practical tips that kind of combine decorative elements with functionality. We are going to be putting the fun back into functional. Now, functional planning might sound a little bit boring to my free-spirited creative types who are tuning in out there, but it doesn't have to be. And this is where adding a few little creative artistic touches to your planner can really help to inspire you to stick to your planning habit, as well as make your planner more engaging. You see, when your planner looks beautiful, it's going to motivate you to want to use it more. So by customizing your planner to reflect your personality, you can really improve your chances of success when it comes to functional planning and getting stuff done. So with that in mind, here are my 7 creative ways you can customize your functional planner. Number 1, charms. Now, I do love a charm. They are a great way to add a little bit of, shall we say, bling to your planner. They're a bit like jewelry. I like to have them either attached to the pockets up the front of my planner. But a new way that I'm currently using my magnetic charms is as a way to pin pages together. It just makes it a really pretty way to add that decorative little piece of bling to your planner, but also have it serve a practical function. So up the front of my planner here, I've got a little layering moment going on. I have a piece of acetate on the very top. This is to protect the sheet of vellum that's underneath. This just has a quote printed on it, and then that's layered over the top of this gorgeous decorative dashboard. These are some spring blossoms, like a cherry blossom. They're sort of artistically stylized to be like a watercolor. And then underneath that, I've got my 2023 calendar. And I just figured, rather than have to go flicking through each layer or have them flapping about, to make life a lot easier and quicker, I just use my magnetic charm to pin those pages together, and then they don't flap about. I can easily see my gorgeous layering moment that I've created, another way of personalizing your planner. But I can quickly get to my calendar layer, which is at the bottom of that little stack. Now, my top tip here is to use a magnet that has quite a low profile. So this magnet I got from KolourCafe. I've got a few other magnets from her shop. She's based in the UK and I found her on Etsy. This one is the Sparkles magnet that I'm using to keep my layering moment together. And I like this because it is super flat and there's no sort of debossing on the front of it, all sparkly bits, so it's just super sweet and slimline. Number 2, dashboards. Now, as we have just looked at the layering moment that I've got going on at the front of my planner, we may as well talk about dashboards next. And what I love about dashboards is you can create them yourself using programs such as Canva, where you can upload your own photos. They also have a huge database of elements that you can use, images, and their free account is actually bursting with functions and items that you can use at no charge. So you can create your own custom dashboard that really reflects your interests and your personality. Maybe make a mood board or a collage of family pictures that you want to just have a little memory keeping moment in the front of your planner. Another thing that I've used Canva to create when it comes to dashboards is this little layering moment here featuring my initial. And this is actually a template that I've made available for free. I'll leave a link in the description. This does use a couple of Canva Pro elements. So if you are only on the free account, or you've just signed up to Canva for the first time and you just want to test it out, you will have to purchase those items if you want to use this template and print it out. You can still access it for free and have a look and see if it's for you. There's no cost for doing that. It will just have a watermark on the Pro elements until you pay for them, and then the watermark's removed and you can print it out at high resolution and it will look mwah, chef's kiss. So with this, it's just an initial dashboard layered over another dashboard element. So it's quite good to print the initial out on vellum and then layer it over, say, a cardstock, so that you've got this gorgeous layer effect going on. This template is sized at A5, so you can resize it. Again, that is a Canva Pro feature to be able to resize things. But if you've got an A5 planner already and you're looking for a nice template that you can customize with your own initial, then do check out the description. Number 3, writing tools, specifically pens and highlighters. Now, I know this isn't necessarily a decorative item to add to your planner, but it is certainly a way to customize your functional planner setup. And a great pen that you love writing with and that is comfortable to hold is a must, in my opinion, for your planner setup. I personally love the Sarasa Clip by Zebra. This particular one is actually from their vintage collection, and the reason that I've gone with this pen is because I love the range of colours that are available. They're nice muted, earthy, jewel-like hues. A lot of them have that tint of grey, so the one I'm currently using is brown grey or grey brown. I can't remember which way around it goes. I love that it's got this clip feature to it, so you can clip it on places. The retractable nib is another must. It just stops your ink, your nib from drying out. It's a gel based ink, so it writes beautifully. But more specifically, if you are using a Filofax leather planner cover, you will know that if it is a full leather pen loop, they don't always accommodate a pen very easily. But by using the Sarasa Clip, you can easily get around that by just clipping it onto the pen loop, and it's secure. It's not going to go anywhere. Another pen that you're going to want in your collection or within your planner, especially, for example, I am using the Motem, which has the fly leaf with a pen loop as well as the pen loop on the back cover. With the Filofax Malden, you have 2 pen loops, or one on the front cover and one on the back cover. So it's quite nice to have a writing pen as well as a highlighter pen. And I love the Tombow brush pens. Again, I've tried a few different pens when it comes to the writing pens and the highlighter pens, and these are my current favourites. What I love about the Tombow is it just, the design of it is quite nice, it's quite sleek, but with the brush part of the pen, or the brush end of the pen, you can really get a nice variation of highlighting weights, from quite thin weight down to quite a thick broad stroke. Also, the pen tip end of this highlighter is quite fine, so it's quite good for being able to underline things and it not get too messy. As you can see here, I'm just doing a little pen test so you can see how this brush pen actually looks with the different weights and lines. The top tip I have for these Tombow brush pens is that the white print on the black barrel, it seems to just disintegrate and disappear. I don't know if it's the oils in my hands or what, but if you want to know what the number is of your Tombow, then just pop a little bit of clear tape over that number as soon as you get the pen, and that will stop it disappearing. Now, this may not seem like an issue to some people, but if you were like me and you bought quite a few different colours because you couldn't tell on the screen by just the pen cap alone which colour was going to be your favourite, so you just bought like half a dozen of them and they all look really similar just by the pen cap, then yeah, not knowing what numbers what is going to be a little bit of a pickle for you. So preserve that number with a little bit of clear tape as soon as you get them, and then you'll be able to reorder your favourite colour, no problem. Great places to get pens online is Jet Pens or Cult pens. Now, I have to admit, I've never ordered any pens or stationery items from Jet Pens yet, even though I do love their YouTube channel. For me, I've had to order from Cult Pens simply because I'm based in the UK, as is Cult Pens, and when I want my pen, I kind of want it now. So shipping is really, really fast for me. So if you're in the UK or if you're in Europe, I highly recommend Cult Pens. They have so many pens. They have high-end fountain pens, gorgeous selections of inks, stationery items like traveller notebooks, refills, Leuchtturm, Moleskin. They've got everything on there. It's a really great site. Yeah, it's like the European version of Jet Pens, maybe. I don't know. Am I allowed to say that? Oh well, I just did. So number 4, motivation. Now, as you saw at the front of my planner, I have the layering moment, and there is a quote. And this is just something that's going to inspire and motivate you throughout your day, week, month, or even year. It's a nice thing that you can switch up when you need to refresh your motivation, and you can just pop it in some key places in your planner where you know you're going to get that little reminder, that little refresh of your motivation when you need it. This particular insert that you see at the front of my planner, as well as this consistency one, these are both available in my Etsy shop. They're customizable, so you either supply your own quote or you can supply your own word definition, and I will get those printed onto gorgeous thick vellum for you. Number 5, pockets. Oh my goodness, pockets are so handy, but they're also a great way to personalize your planner. So I like to use a pocket in my planner at the moment, just a top opening one where I can stow away any important notes that I've had from one of my kids' schools or receipts that I need to keep hold of. But you can also use pockets as a way of displaying photos or keepsakes, flyers, leaflets, things like this that you want to keep as a little memento or keepsake within your planner that you don't necessarily want to hole punch. There might be a treasured family photo that you can't really get a good scan of it, so you want to just keep it safe in your planner. Pocket, great way of doing that. I like the pockets from Filofax just because they're really good quality. I've got the top opening one, as I said, as well as a zipped one. And then another great way of using pockets within your planner is the card holder pocket wallet style insert. Now, this one takes 4 credit card or business card size cards within it, and I've popped in these gorgeous affirmation cards from Sharmila Joy. These are encouraging words based from biblical truths. I love her style. It's just very subtle. The colours are lovely earthy hues again, which I love, and it's just a nice way to personalize your planner. I have kept one of these pocket holders up the front of my planner, so when I open it, I've got that instant burst of inspiration and encouragement. Another great thing about these 4 pocket card holders is that you can switch this up quite easily. So if you get bored and you don't want to have to go hunting around for new dashboards or creating things in Canva and printing things out, you can just switch these cards up really easily. Also on Etsy, you can find journaling cards. A lot of the planner community will make journaling cards available for you to purchase. So it's another great way to add encouragement or just thoughtful little mementos that are easy to switch up. Number 6, custom inserts. Now, this is where my planning journey really kicked off, when I decided that I would create my own inserts after I'd bought a Filofax clip book. And loved that they had a huge selection of different inserts included in there, but I still wasn't quite nailing my planning habit until I created my own custom inserts. Now, don't worry, you do not need to be a professional graphic designer to create your own inserts. Yes, you can use things like Canva or even apps like Planify, which will help you make your own inserts. But if you don't want to go to all of that trouble, then Etsy is a treasure trove of all kinds of inserts for every situation, from reading records to bucket lists to health trackers to self-care journals. If you can think of it, you can probably find it on Etsy, either as a printable that you purchase, download and print yourself, or as a printed insert that they will print for you and ship out to you. By customizing your planner with inserts that go beyond just the calendars or the diaries, the weekly inserts, this sort of thing, but by adding in those health trackers or reading records or journaling prompt pages, you can really start to personalize your planner while still keeping it functional. And finally, number 7, stickers. But it's not what you think. Now, when I first got into the planning community, I saw the Happy Planner community doing all of these amazing decorative spreads using all of the gorgeous stickers that you get with those planners. And although I do love that, for me, it's just a bit too much of a distraction from the things that I actually need to get done. Like I said, I want my planner to be functional first and foremost. So when it comes to stickers, I actually keep my stickers highly functional by using things such as icon stickers, which are great for just sticking on your weekly spreads to bring your attention to certain errands or tasks that you've got going on, such as meetings or food shops or doctor's visits. It just makes your planner that much more of a visual element, so that it's quite quick to see what you've got going on without having to read through everything that's written down for your week. You can get all kinds of icon stickers, again, from Etsy. Such a treasure trove. I don't know where I would be if I didn't have access to Etsy. But you can also look on places like Amazon or AliExpress. To be honest, I wasn't that impressed with what I found on those platforms. For me, it's Etsy all the way. You small business owners out there who are producing these stickers, you've really got the community nailed. You know what we want, you know what we love. And if you are looking for gorgeous little icon stickers, then Etsy is going to be the place to start, in my opinion. Another thing that you can use when it comes to stickers is shape stickers. I quite like to use these little ring stickers up the front of my planner on my calendar just to circle important dates. I've also used dot stickers to mark off the months of the year as we've gone through them. It's just quite a nice way of adding a little bit of a colour pop. Oh my gosh, I just said colour, a pop of colour. That's so 2019, isn't it? Like, I didn't say it. We're going to pretend I didn't just say that. But it's a nice way to add a touch of colour to your calendar page. I first saw, I think it was Rana Plans, do this on one of her YouTube videos. And I thought that's a really nice touch. I had to copy it. Sorry. So credit where credit is due. Rana Plans I think she used dewdrop stickers. So I didn't have those to hand at the time. I used circle stickers, but you can get all kinds of shapes such as flags, tags, circles, rings, and they're just a great way of being able to bring your attention to certain calendar dates or things in your diary. Remember, the goal here is to make your planner work for you. So don't be afraid to experiment and switch things up if something isn't working. By incorporating these tips with motivational quotes, dashboards, layering moments, charms, a great pen that you love writing with, you are going to be well on your way to getting stuff done with a planner that you love using, not just because it's beautiful, but because everything in there is functional too. Just remember to aim for functionality rather than excessive decoration, just because it could get in the way of the usability of your planner. And if you want more tips on functional planning, then check out this video here. Until next time, I shall see you over there, planner friend. Bye for now.